Café and Networking Podcast promotes entrepreneurs, startups, authors, business experts throughout the world. I'm Tom Reaoch, an American known as the King of Networking, connecting people and speaking from my studio in Vinhedo, São Paulo, Brazil. Today we talk with Angela Marie Williams, and she's joining us from Orlando, Florida in the United States. Angela Marie is CEO and success coach at Angela Marie Coaching, also CEO and therapist at Health and Wellness Collective, both in Florida. Angela empowers ambitious women to escape an unfulfilling life and career to achieve their dreams. Women leading from intuition become free to innovate and trailblaze, not follow the way it's done. Angela, what tips do you recommend to women facing a life transition?
Women who are facing a life transition, whether that's getting out of a relationship, expanding their business, changing careers, what have you, they need to do the following things. Number one is get clear on your vision. For all those listening, I want you to get clear on your vision. This is your roadmap to help you get to your destination and help you design what that ideal version of your life or business is going to be. Number two, I want you to get clear on your values. This will help you make the right aligned decisions for you. Number three, I want you to identify and rewrite your limiting beliefs. So we call this mindset work. Your mindset is everything in life, in business, all of it. So this can be something that needs to be done daily. Mm-hmm. Number four, take brave action. When you are scared, show up anyway. Number five, get support. So hire a coach, hire a therapist, check in with your own intuition, check in with yourself. I want you to take really good care and love yourself because transitions usually cause us stress.
Right.
Our brains are wired to shut down a little bit when we're faced with something new. So these are all of the topic areas that I address with my clients to help them become that braver leader of their life and their business.
Well, it's sort of like driving in the fog, right? Once we get out, we're in the fog. We're not really sure where we are, what the other side looks like. And obviously there's fear involved. And I agree with you that if we don't get our mind together, that mind can be a negative power. It can lead to depression. It could lead to convincing that, we're lost and we'll never be found and the fog will never clear.
Absolutely.
And so the support mechanism helps.
Yes, we don't have to do this alone. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of women make in general, or business owners make in general, is that we don't have to do this alone. And I believe that our society really puts a lot of pressure on women to be the superhero, the superwoman. Mm-hmm. You have to be the mom, you have to take care of the house, you have to, make money and work and do all of these things. And in reality, that's hard. That can be isolating. That can be really stressful. And we need to be able to reach out for support, whether that's our family, our friends, having the therapist, the coach to help us with this mindset work every day, having that professional network to reach out to as well, especially in the entrepreneur space. It can be very lonely because we're sitting here doing our own thing every day, and we're not sure, we don't have that water cooler chat availability a lot of times. So we have to make that for ourselves. Now,
and to your point of the mindset, the daily mindset, life changes, business changes, the world's changing instantly, constantly in the day. And so that water cooler needs to be an ongoing thing, because while we're talking, we could be here for 5 minutes, the world may be changing out there.
Absolutely. And, it's always changing within us too.
Right.
And things will pop up, right? Some days we wake up and we just have a bad day, right? Or, something will happen and we feel a little doubt creeping in. We have that imposter syndrome. Mm-hmm. So it's taking a check with ourselves every single day of what's coming up for me right now. What are the thoughts? What are the feelings? What's going on here? Do I need to rewrite my story? Mm-hmm. That's what I want y'all to do, because it's so important to change your own narrative to what you want it to be.
On the plus side, many times, and that happens to me, we wake up in the morning and we have a great idea. Yes. And to that is also looking to support. Share that with someone. Yes. Say, hey, I got an idea. Help me understand if it is or isn't. Because generally we look at the bad side. We're all primed for failure.
Yes.
We're not necessarily primed for success.
Yeah, we're primed for the negativity. So what it is that our brains try to protect us by keeping us small, keeping us safe, kind of really it's that protection piece. But that's not what gets us that big success that we're looking for, right? We need to embrace. We need to take the brave action. We need to share with others. We need to use our voice. That's what's going to get us to where we want to go.
And that's it. It's pop up, not pop out.
Yes, right.
No, that's a plus side, because many times you said the cuddly effect, the comfort zone comes from being cuddling, and that's protective, and that's natural. But when you have a good idea, and people have good ideas constantly, but it's self-defeating sometimes. The mind takes over and says, nobody's going to believe that, don't do that. What are other people going to think? Nobody else does that. New ideas, nobody else does it. That's the good thing. Do it.
Right. And that's why we need you, right? We need your voice. We need your message. We need your idea. But that's why I'm so passionate about this, because that fear holds us back from being great, not only for ourselves, but for the world.
Right.
Think about if Elon Musk never acted on any of his ideas, right? It's like we need to overcome that fear of judgment, the fear of the unknown, that fear of failure, and even that fear of success. A lot of folks I work with are afraid to be successful because that means they're going to have more energy and more capacity to hold that success and what that means.
Right. And then maybe just need new support to do that, or more support.
Exactly.
Very good. So it's be brave, but be moving.
Yes. Still take that action, right? Take care of yourself, take that action, but know where you're trying to go, right? Have clarity in where you're trying to go, and that will really help you overcome those fears.
Right. And when the fog does clear, we're always happy to see that. The sun does shine, right?
It does, yes.
Very good, Angela. I want to thank you for sharing your time and your experience with our listeners.
Thanks so much for having me, Tom.
And for our listeners, you can find more information about Angela Marie Williams. That's Angela, Angela, Marie, Marie. The last name Williams, Williams. Find her on LinkedIn and her site, which is angelamarie.co. angelamarie.co. Café and Networking is brought to us by Focus MI Market Intelligence, an agricultural market research specialist in Brazil. More information about them on their site, focusmi.com. Thanks for listening. Until the next time here at Café and Networking Podcast.